Right, let's talk transfer news. Dharmesh Sheth is with us in the studio. Hi, Dharms. Let's talk Arsenal. Havertz, happening?
Yep, almost done now. Kai Havertz completed his Arsenal medical over the weekend. It was abroad where this medical happened. It was to do with the player's schedule. So Arsenal went to Kai Havertz to do that medical, and he'll finalise that move in the coming days. Just to confirm, we think the deal is worth around £65 million, maybe a little bit more, including add-ons as well. Bear in mind, Chelsea paid £75 million for him. So I think both parties will probably be quite pleased with this deal. Arsenal getting someone who obviously Mikel Arteta feels can fit in to the way he wants to play, and Chelsea recouping quite a large chunk of the £75 million that they paid for him. But it should be announced in the coming days, this one now. Kai Havertz making that move from Chelsea to Arsenal.
Well, we know Arsenal fell in the final straight last season, so need to strengthen the squad. Anybody else coming in?
I mean, the big one that we continue to talk about is Declan Rice. Now, we know that Arsenal remain in positive talks with West Ham United over the signing of their captain, and they're working very hard behind the scenes just to work out what their next step is going to be and if and when they make that third bid. 2 bids already gone in. Both have been rejected. The last one was worth what was a club record £90 million, £75 million plus £15 million in performance-related add-ons. Their previous transfer record still stands with Nicolas Pepe. Back in 2019, they paid Lille £72 million for him. We think, though, that West Ham want closer to £100 to £120 million for Declan Rice. And they are expecting now an improved offer from Arsenal. But just lurking in the background are Manchester City. We know they are interested in Declan Rice. However, they have yet to make that bid formal. So the interest is there, but the formalisation of that interest in the form of a bid has not happened as yet. Now, it's one of those situations where what do clubs do? Do they simply just go out and bid for a player, or are they waiting for some kind of encouragement, maybe from the player or the player's camp, that if they were to make a bid, that the player would be interested? I'm just wondering whether Manchester City are waiting for any kind of confirmation there, because one source has told us that Declan Rice's preferred destination remains Arsenal. But of course, we know in football that can change. If somebody like Manchester City or Pep Guardiola especially go in for a player, how difficult would it be for someone like Declan Rice to turn down those advances? But then you've got to think of it from a human perspective as well. He's got a young family, has Declan Rice. He's settled in London. A move from West Ham United to Arsenal might be something that he's been thinking about and thinks, this is where I want to be, not only for footballing reasons, but for my family as well. So plenty to think about if you're Declan Rice. And he might have even more to think about if Manchester City do indeed come in. But I think Manchester City's interest works in West Ham United's favour. Because if there was only one show in town, they can't really create that bidding war to get up to that £100 to £120 million that they want. Arsenal, of course, don't want to go that high. But if there's another club involved, they will then have a decision to make. How high do we go for what is effectively their primary target? There is another player that they're interested in as well, and that is the Ajax defender, Jurrien Timber. We are told that talks are ongoing between both clubs. We're told talks are positive as well. Personal terms not expected to be a problem. And in this case, rather like Declan Rice as well, the understanding is that Jurrien Timber wants to make that move to Arsenal. He's got 2 years left on his contract, I think, so it'll be the optimum time, this window, for Ajax to maximise that transfer fee. But it's that transfer fee where there is a little bit of negotiating to do. We think there's a gap in valuation. If Arsenal can find a compromise, then that one looks like it could happen as well.